Okay. Then another question that is very close to this is secular musicians. Is it good for us all secular musicians into the church? Now, for example, someone will tell me when we look at I don't want to mention names, but you will listen to some secular musicians and 60-70% of their songs are Christian like, 30% are worldly like. Now, but they are not gospel musicians.
Mm.
Now, can we call such people into the church to come and sing?
I I honestly don't think so. You know why? If you want to serve God, serve God. If you want to sing secular song, sing secular song. But you know what? I think people, because of the situation of things in the country, you kind of have both. Because when you now look at, everybody is prayerful, everybody is having faith, everybody is looking up to the Lord. Everybody loves Christ, especially in this country of
Yeah, country
ours.
Nigeria.
There are so many churches, there are so many, worship centers here. And it's just the norm now. Are people going to church because they believe in God? Or they are going to church because they want something from God? Did you say the two things? I said, are they going to church to believe, and because they believe in Him, come rain, come sunshine, or they're just going to church to say, I've got this need. Let me. This is the only person I can go to, and He's going to answer my prayer. Is that the reason why? And then when that prayer is answered, how many are by more? And then they forget about the church. So because of all of that, even when you are, people enjoy singing, listening to the gospel song, and also listening, because do you know what I found? I went to a party one day. It was a secular party, and they were singing this normal secular song and all of that. It didn't make sense at that time. People were just. And then the minute they start singing songs like Topo Alabi, the minute they start singing like, the gospel song, everybody was dancing. We all stood up and we danced and danced and danced. After the DJ gained the momentum of the gospel song, he started putting Bugawa, he started putting the whatever, Kiss Daniel. I mean, we're talking about the Kiss Daniel and all of that. And people went with that. Some of us, they're like, okay, we've had enough. And then I just saw that some people that were enjoying the gospel songs, they kind of like, no, we don't want, let's do other things. And then he started playing the gospel songs as well. But in the church, I don't think it's, there are so many things. So, and like I said, when we were discussing before this show, we discussed about, in those days, where talents were made within the church. They were taught how to play the music, the guitar. They were taught how to play the piano. They were taught how to beat the drums, and they stay in there. We know they know the importance. These trainings were within the church. But when you now go out there, for example, where I come from, you find that because they are going to be paid, they come. I don't know. I fail to see what is going on with the secular musician coming into the church, because to me, I don't think there is anything they are going to offer other than kakiwon. You understand what I mean? Because that's what they are good in. You understand? So even when they are preaching, singing the gospel song, some people might go, okay, let me just pray them and all of that. But is it Christ-like? Honest to pray in the church, or again, like come out for one nora and all of that, or our children. When you're even talking about this external, what external are we talking about? They are our children in the church as well. But because there isn't much for them to do within the church, they've gone out there and they've, moved with the secular world, and they find themselves singing the secular world, but again, they're still holding on to the gospel one because that is what they are trained with. But these are the ones that comes into the church. Do you think, for example, somebody that has been trained in the celestial church and trained core, do you think he will be able to sing a secular song? Can you sing secular song?
Can't.
You
I can't. That's the truth.
So you find out that the ones inside are not having the opportunity to be
Let's
trained.
quickly put this for this is our first caller for today. Good evening. Your name and where you're calling from? Hello, good evening. Your name and where you're calling from? Pelumi Belikis Ponle. Okay. Do you want to contribute or you have a question? I can't hear you. Àmì
Àmín.
o, ẹ ṣé o, àmì o, àmì o, ẹ ṣé o, àmì o, àṣẹṣe, àmì
Amen.
Jésù, àmì Jésù, àmì Jésù, ẹ ṣé mà, ẹ ṣé mà, ẹ ṣé mà. Okay, I'm listening.
So this secular musician, or what do you call them, instrumentalist and all of that, they had to come into the church to make things according to people. Like, go are joyful, everybody, everybody. But is that what we really need in the church?
Okay.